and pleasant good afternoon. Welcome to LawSikho's thorough newspaper analysis for 19th of December 2023. चले आज के एजेंडा की तरफ बढ़ते हैं जहां पर हम लोग बात करेंगे पोस्ट ऑफिस बिल 2023, why it was brought in, the provisions and the criticism which we have been discussing from the Indian Express paper. Then we'll be discussing about some interesting news update, and lastly we'll be discussing about some legal news update of the day which is coming from the Honorable Supreme Court of India. चले आज का एडिटोरियल बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है जहां पर हम ये बात करेंगे कि राज्यसभा में जब December 4th, that was 4th December, राज्यसभा passed the post office bill 2023 which was brought to the Lok Sabha for consideration ऑन वेडनेसडे December 13। तो क्या हुआ, पहले राज्यसभा में December 4th को ये पर्टिकुलर बिल पास हुआ, देन आफ्टर पासिंग फ्रॉम द राज्यसभा इट वेंट टू द लोक सभा ऑन December 13th, right? And the main intention here was to repeal 125-year-old Indian Post Office Act of 1898. Now, when we are saying that we need to repeal this particular law, that means the old version of the law has some problems. That's why we need a new law in the present society, right? So the provisions allow the center to intercept, open or detain any item and deliver it to custom authority. So that it's a big, authority, a big chunk of, responsibility has been coming up to the center, that is allowing to detain any item and deliver it to custom authority. चलें बात करते हैं that post officers can intercept any item. So what do you mean by interception? So first of all, let us understand the preamble of this particular act. That means to consolidate and amend the law relating to post office in India, which today provides many services beyond simply mail delivery, the primary concern of the Indian Post Office Act of 1898. Now let us understand the post office network today has been, has become a vehicle for delivery of citizen-centric services. And notably, Section 9 of the bill allows the center to empower any officer, याद से इसे ध्यान से पढ़िएगा, any officer to intercept, open or detain any item in the interest of state security, friendly relations with the foreign states, public order, emergency, public safety and contravention of other laws. Okay. Now, the provision also allows post officers to hand over postal item to custom authorities if they are suspected to contain any prohibited item. Now, this is similar to the Section 1925-26 of the old Act. Section 19(1) disallowed persons from sending by post any explosive, dangerous, noxious, deleterious substances, any sharp instrument not properly protected, or postal service officers in the course of transmission. Now, furthermore, the power to intercept any prohibited or restricted article during transmission by post or any postal article for public good during emergency or in the interest of public safety could also be exercised by the government and its official under Section 25 and 26 of the 1898 Act. Now, the thing that needs to consider has been a very major consideration is, does the post officers have any liability for this particular thing that they are doing? So Section 10 exempts the post office. So there is no liability by any reason of any loss, misdelivery, delay or damage of any services provided in the post office. Now the old act, which is the 1898 Act, also exempt the government from liability for any lapses in postal service except where such liability was undertaken expressly. Moreover, the 2023 removes all penalties and offences under 1898 Act. So in the 1898 old Act, there were many penalties against the post office and the post officers, but 2023 exempts all the penalty and offences. Offences committed by post office officials such as misconduct, fraud, theft have been deleted entirely. So there is no liability that they have. Now, coming up, the present bill has removed Section 4 of the old Act, which allowed the center the exclusive privilege of conveying by post from one place to another all letters. So, 2023, for the first time, regulates private courier services by bringing it in under this ambit. So, what has happened? So, the private courier services have been come under this particular act ambit, and they have to follow the government guidelines. While the government acknowledges its lack of exclusivity, it has also widened the ambit of the law in order to intercept and detain any postal article as opposed to just letters. Chaliye. Now, opposition has highly criticized this bill. So several members of the opposition have vociferously criticized this bill, saying that despite promising to update the colonial law, it keeps most of draconian provision that it contained. So the opposition says that it is more arbitrary, it is more unreasonable, and it encroaches upon the fundamental rights of countless Indians. So opposition is criticizing this particular law on the high note. Even as it seeks to revise the colonial bill, this bill retains its draconian and colonial provisions. Sadly, it offers no new ideas to bring our postal offices into the 21st century. So it's a big argument coming from the opposition. I really want to know your opinion that what do you think? What does this bill come into, like, what does this bill give us as an individual, as a, citizens of this country, whether this bill suffice our purpose, or whether this bill is more of arbitrary and encroaches our fundamental rights. Do tell us in the comment section what is your opinion on this particular act and the bill that is coming up. चलें चलते हैं नेशनल न्यूज की तरफ, जहां पे हम बात करेंगे सूरत एयरपोर्ट सेट टू गेट इंटरनेशनल टैग आफ्टर कैबिनेट अप्रूव्स प्रपोजल. सो ये न्यूज बहुत हेडलाइन में थी, जहां पर हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी जी वेंट ऑन टू सूरत एंड हैव inaugurate a new terminal building. So last year the union government approved its budget pass hua tha of around 353 crores for new building, while the 4-star Greha, that is green rating for integrated habitat assessment rated terminal, was built at the cost of 160 crore. Now the terminal will increase the passenger capacity, and it will capable of handling 1800 passengers at a time of during peak hours. So it is set to become an international tag. Chale. UGC warns against courses offered by foreign university EdTech platforms. So University Grant Commission warned Indian students against taking admission in courses offered by universities in collaboration with foreign universities that are not recognized by the Commission. The regulations mandate that no foreign higher educational institution shall offer any program in India without the prior approval of the Commission. So what is happening? UGC has warned against all the courses that are being offered by the foreign university and have not been recognized by Commission, that they will not be recognized as a valid course. चलें. The next news की तरफ चलते हैं. Manipur cabinet nod for establishment of state beverages cooperation, right? So Manipur cabinet has approved the establishment of Manipur State Beverages Corporation Limited, signaling a significant shift in the state alcohol policies, according to a government press release. So what has been there? To regulate the alcohol consumption responsibly, the cabinet has set the minimum age for production, management of shop sale consumption at 25 years, significantly higher than the previous minimum age of 18 years. So what Manipur government actually is doing is has been reforming all the state beverages cooperation and all that comes in. Challenge. Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs appoint Reuven Azar as new ambassador to India. So Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs has said that the Israeli government has approved the appointment of Reuven Azar as the new ambassador to India. Okay, he is currently serving as the ambassador of Israel to Romania. Mr. Azar will also be serving as the non-resident ambassador to Sri Lanka and Bhutan. Chale. Cabinet approves industrial property rights MOU between India and Italy. So there was an MOU that was made between India and Italy for cooperation in the field of industrial property rights. And the MOU was, made that will allow India and Italy to develop cooperation activities in the field of industrial property and information technology services related to this field. And the nod of this particular MOU has been done by Cabinet, and India and Italy will jointly work on this industrial property and information technology rights and services. चलें, International Migrants Day 2023 history and significance. International Migrant Day is observed on December 18th to recognize the contribution of migrant and highlight the challenges they face. So the day sheds light on socio-economic realities of migrant around the world. Now let us understand the history behind this particular day. On 4th December 2000, the General Assembly, that is United Nations General Assembly, proclaimed December 18 as the International Migrant Day. The day came into existence after the General Assembly took into account the large and increasing number of migrants across the globe. Now, the UN's 2030 Sustainable Development Agenda cannot be achieved unless we establish egalitarian societies that embrace these immigrants and enable them to reach their full potential. It is observed every year to highlight the contributions, issues and roles of migrants globally. चले नेक्स्ट न्यूज की तरफ बढ़ते हैं, जहाँ पे हम लोग ये बात कर रहे हैं Aryna Sabalenka, which is the Novak Djokovic, named as 2023 ITF World Champions pair achieve special feat. So both of them has been honored by the International Tennis Federation as 2023 ITF World Champions. ठीक है? Now, this is the first time Sabalenka has achieved this honor. She won the Australian Open this year, which was also her first Grand Slam title, and they both have been named as ITF World Champions of 2023. चलें, अब हम बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग न्यूज की तरफ चलते हैं जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट से आ रही है, जो ये बात करती है कि बेल एप्लीकेशंस फ्रॉम सेम एफआईआर शुड बी लिस्टेड बिफोर वन बेंच. So, to avoid the multiplicity of tasks, Supreme Court has notified to all the High Court that the bail application from the same FIR should be listed before the one bench. So, Supreme Court expressed concern of the High Court not listing bail applications arising out of same FIR before the same bench. Now, the bench consisting of Justice C.T. Ravi Kumar and Justice Sanjay Kumar in its order stressed the need for listing bail application pertaining to the same FIR before the one single bench in order to avoid conflicting decisions, especially in cases where parity becomes the ground for which the bail is sought. So, to avoid the multiplicity of work, the Supreme Court has expressed the concern to all the High Courts and state that that bail applications arising from the same FIR should be listed before the one bench only. And the case name is Rajpal versus State of Rajasthan. चलिए, आज के एडिटोरियल सेक्शन और न्यूज अपडेट के लिए इतना ही, बट आई रियली वांट टू मेक अ न्यूज अपडेट टू यू. फर्स्ट, एमपी से रिलेटेड जितने भी मैराथन क्विजेस एंड मॉक टेस्ट सीरीज है वो LawSikho कंडक्ट करा रहा है. मैराथन क्विजेस YT लाइव सेशन पे LawSikho जुडिशरी प्रेप्स चैनल पे कंडक्ट हो रहे हैं. और रही बात मॉक टेस्ट सीरीज की, अगर आपको ज्वाइन करना है तो ये दिए गए कॉन्टैक्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन और मेल आईडी पे जरूर कॉन्टैक्ट करें और आपको मॉक टेस्ट सीरीज के लिए एनरोलमेंट से रिलेटेड सारे डिटेल्स के बारे में पता लग जाएगा. ठीक है. सेकेंड, वी आर ट्राइंग टू bring in some interesting editorials in a different way of style. So do let us know that any suggestions or feedback you guys want us कि हम न्यूज और एडिटोरियल सेशन में लेकर आए ताकि आपकी भी जो फीडबैक है हम उस पर काम कर सकें. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग. टेक केयर.